guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Bee, and today's video we are going to be demoing the new Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. This is their Luminous foundation. They did have one other foundation release, which was the matte stick foundation, which I couldn't get to work for me, so I'm really hoping that this is going to work for me. Lately, I have been gravitating towards some more medium, more luminous, not luminous, but not really matte. So I'm really going for like that satin natural look lately, and so I wanted to pick this one up. So if you guys want to see my thoughts and my first impressions on the new foundation, then just keep on watching. Okay, so this is their foundation. It is a luminous formula, so they say, and it's got a lot of claims. Vegan, gluten-free, alcohol-free, clinically tested, dermatologist tested, ophthalmologist tested, non-comedogenic, suitable for sensitive skin, long wearing, and has no flashback. So that seems like something that I would be interested in. I got the shade 300C, which I believe that one was, it's light to medium with a cool golden undertone. The reason I went with this shade is because Sam Robinson here on YouTube, her name, I guess her YouTube channel is called Samage. She is my foundation twin. We are always around the same realm, so typically whenever she picks out a new foundation and she, picks out her shade, I'm pretty much close to it. So that's why I went with this shade. I have not swatched it, anything. I just pulled it out of the package. I like this package. I do actually like that it says foundation in the back. I think that's really cheeky of Anastasia, just because it's like they're so, I don't know, they have like this, very classic, very chic feel to them, and I just think this right here was, I think this was a really nice touch. It was, kind of gave it their more fun side of the business. Very nice, very heavy. It comes with a pump. So let's just stop listening to me babble on and let's just get started. First, I want to let you guys know that I did do my brows off camera and my eyes. I used the Biba palette. Since my last video, which was a really long time ago, I did accumulate not a lot, I did accumulate a couple of new makeup items, this being one of them. I actually cashed in my Sephora perk on this. I think the 2,500 points for $100 off. So I actually used it on this one. So it was a really great steal for me. I do like the Biba palette. If you guys haven't seen it, this is kind of what it looks like on the inside right here. Okay, so I am as close as I can get to the camera. Hopefully it's not too close. I'm gonna use the Hangover RX primer on the outer perimeter of my face, and I'm going to use the CoverFX blurring primer on the center of my nose. I like to use two primers, and these are two primers that I know work really well for my skin. So I will always use primer whenever I am demoing a foundation or even using a foundation. I usually always wear primer. So I'm just gonna press that into my skin. I just used a very, very tiny bit. And then now I will use the Hangover RX primer. I recently picked up a new primer. It's the LC Pearl Radiance primer. I have been eyeballing that primer for years. I mean, for years. And I finally picked it up the same time that I got the Anastasia foundation. So I'm hoping in my next video I'll be doing like a trying new makeup type video, because I did pick up a lot of new makeup that I haven't necessarily worn on camera yet, but I have tested out. So I wanted to try some new makeup out for you guys on top of filming this. I am going to spot conceal with the soft matte concealer from NARS, because I don't think this foundation will cover it, and I do have a lot of scarring because I get stressed, and when I'm stressed I pick at my face, which is super terrible, and my esthetician probably really hates it. So, my bad. I probably wouldn't spot conceal on a, I don't know, like on a day that I'm wearing this, you know, to work. But for the sake of YouTube, I'm spot concealing. So, now that I have spot concealed, I am going to go ahead and go into the foundation. I'm going to shake it, shake it, just in case. I will do a brush on one side and a sponge on the other side. My favorite sponge has been this LC sponge. I know everybody's kind of going gaga over the Dose of Color sponge that just released, but I'm really loving this sponge. So this is 2.5 pumps, or 1.5 pumps, and it's pretty liquidy, but I think that's a good color match for us. So I'm just gonna start on one side and then work my way to the other side and see where to go from there.
It does not have a scent, so that's good.
This is actually a super great color match. Way to go, Sam, one more time. So this is one layer, as you can tell. It did even out my skin. It's like a very nice medium coverage. I mean, I can still see some of my other scarring that I didn't spot conceal, which is fine. I did notice for some reason it just will not blend into the crack of my nose, which is not a problem for me. But I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more just to see if it will build up. So that is 2 layers of foundation, which I think looks really good. You can see that it's a little bit luminous. It's not flat, but it's not overly glowy, which I like. So I was able to get my nose to cooperate a little bit better. It's not the best that I can tell. I do need to see, let me check to see if there's any brush strokes. Actually, no, it looks really great up close. It's not sinking into my pores very much or my smile lines, which is great. It's not clinging into any dry patches that I have. So I think it's looking pretty good, actually. Okay, but I will say I did use almost everything that I pumped out, so I am going to try and use the rest on this side, and I'm probably going to have to use one more pump. Okay, so I feel like I got the same amount of coverage on the first layer on both sides. So I'm going to use the rest of that pump, and I'm just going to build it up where I need it. So after I've done my full face, I definitely got more coverage with a brush on the second layer, which is usually the case. I still do like the way this looked, so I'm thinking maybe 2 pumps over my whole face might really do the job. Maybe even not even 2 pumps, I don't think. I feel like I have a dog hair right here on my face. Somewhere. So yeah, I mean, I like both sides. I mean, this side definitely is more covered. This side is still kind of like a medium finish, which is fine. I'm not gonna build it up because I don't want that much foundation on my face. But overall, I think both sides look good. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup super speed, of course. I'll list everything down below, and yeah, I will be right back. So this is the completed look. I really like this lip. I'm gonna have to get a more subtle nude color because it's more mauve here, but they're so slick and balmy, but they're like really shiny and pretty. I like it a lot. Yeah, so I just kept it really simple. I'm just going over to my parents' house for some dinner tonight. I did want to just kind of do a check-in and let you know how everything went. So everything layered really well on top of my foundation. I did a little bit of cream bronzing today, which I really love that Nudestix bronzer. I really do love it. I think everything blended really well. I am noticing that it's kind of settling into the pores on my nose, which that happens a lot, honestly, but I don't see anything weird going on in my smile lines, nothing weird going on in my chin, and of course, the usual cracking and separation. It is getting a little cakey on the sides of my nose. So I'm just gonna blend it out and see what happens. So yeah, this looks actually really nice. I'll probably check in when I am back from my parents' house, and then I'll give you a first impression on this foundation. I mean, if I like it, then I'll definitely keep trying it and I'll let you guys know. But so far, so good. I will be back later tonight to let you guys know how I feel about the foundation. Okay, you guys, I am back from dinner at my parents', and I just wanted to kind of give a little update on the foundation, or my last update on the foundation, really. It's only been on my face for maybe like 2 or 3 hours. What time is it? Like 8 or 9-ish, so it hasn't been on my face that long. I am still experiencing the caking around my nose, which I kind of figured that was going to be the case with this foundation, since it was already like that immediately after application. But as far as like my cheeks and everything else goes, I really do like it. I can always work around the nose issue just because that's something that I always have to deal with, but I kind of like it. Hey guys, it's B from the future. I just wanted to pop in and let you guys know that I've been testing out the ABH foundation and I kind of like it. It's been working really well for me. It is dewy or luminous rather, but I think it's okay. I've been wearing the foundation for about 9-ish hours, almost 10 hours, and I think it looks fine. We're just gonna ignore my hair today, but I think it looks fine really, and it's kind of worn off. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of worn off right here on my chin just because, you know, I wore it for work and, you know, I've eaten and stuff like that. But for the most part, my forehead and my cheeks, they look really good. I can't really say that I would wear this any longer than 10 hours just because that's pretty much my max. I do now feel the foundation on my skin. Before, I really didn't notice that I was wearing foundation. It's also not transfer proof, so definitely if you are a face toucher, it will transfer regardless if you set it. So there's that. Do I think you should run out and buy this foundation? Probably not. I mean, unless you definitely want to try it. I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and return it, not because I don't like it, but because I already have so many foundations that I have to go through. I do have a new foundation that I haven't reviewed on my channel yet that I actually have been really enjoying, and it is a luminous foundation as well. I also have my Jouer foundation, the face and body one that I really love, so I don't want to keep a foundation that I'm not going to use that often, but I do think it's nice. Unfortunately, I didn't get the option to get just a sample of it, otherwise I would have, but anyways, that's just my thoughts. I think it's really nice. I've worn it a couple days in a row now, and I think it's really great for just every day for you to get like this nice fresh look. I'm not wearing any concealer, and I think this foundation actually looks better without concealer, to be honest. And I did set my face with just a little bit of powder, and with this foundation less is more, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I really like it. I mean, you guys can tell me what you think of my face. I am very shiny in my T-zones, but that's to be expected. So that's just my quick update from the future. And yeah, I hope you guys let me know what you think of the foundation if you decide to pick it up. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to make sure you get notified every time I upload, because who knows when I'm gonna upload. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.